But I'm not disappearing. Well, this day couldn't be more ironic. All my microphones are broken. I'm currently using my phone here on the counter to record. Yeah, it's time for me to go. At least step down, not go. So, I've been more or less the dictator of New Frontier Craft for quite a while. All decisions had to be passed through me. That is no longer the case. But it's more than just that. I am leaving to an extent. I mean, I kind of already have. Have you seen any videos recently? Have you seen any appearance of me on the server? Have you seen me talk that much on the Discord? No, no, and no. I'm still stupid busy. But even then, there are issues beyond that that are keeping me from working on New Frontier Craft. And I've decided, for a couple of reasons, time for me to step down and really just take a really big step back. Let me tell you not two of the reasons I'm stepping down that I've usually said in the past. One is that New Frontier Craft isn't good enough or growing enough, or that I want to get some sort of profit out of it, and then this isn't succeeding to my expectations. That is not at all the reason for this. It's actually doing quite well. I mean, we've gotten over 220 some subscribers. The community is still active even in my absence. And this has been the case for almost a year now, because my absence kind of started around January this last semester, and it's been hard to fight back with time to contribute to this project. It is not because New Frontier Craft is too hard to program. If I had the passion for it, I would totally break through those barriers. I had been for a very long time. It is not because it is too hard. Although that does suck, that's not one of the main reasons. So let me get into one big reason that encompasses sort of three smaller reasons. God. You all know I'm a Christian. Well, most of you do. And I've kind of been ignoring this fact for a while, and I've been trying to justify it to myself, but at some point you gotta listen to that. For me to deny this would make me a fool. So, not just his command in putting me elsewhere, as you can obviously see, I've got so many other things on my plate, but there's two big things that are making this difficult to continue working on New Frontier Craft. I've spoken about this before. One is ego. To put it more blatantly, I still have roots of this project back when I was younger, mostly before I was a Christian, that I wanted to be the next notch. I was going to make a new version, a new branch of Minecraft starting in 1.7.3 with the intention of replacing the original game, of making it significantly better. Now, we've still made quite an interesting mod. A lot of balancing, a lot of my time went into that. Even though that was so long ago, and I've come a long ways from that, there is still those roots, and those roots cause the other reason, which is apathy. I've gotten it to a point where I'm fine with how big the community is. It grows on its own, and I feel like it's a significantly lower motivation seeing the community grow because of those bad roots. And now I go from, I used to dedicate weekends, like entire weekends, to just all my free time would go into New Frontier Craft, testing it, developing it. That's when I had fire for this, and I don't have that fire anymore. And now I get to a point where I'm like, I'll just put in a couple hours a week. It's not good enough. It's, after putting in those couple hours, I'm satisfied, and I'll watch YouTube or watch movies for a little while. That fire is not there. I need to find my fire again. So, that's a pretty big reason. A secondary reason is, despite the low development, it's still kind of a time sucker, because I have my hands everywhere as more or less the dictator right now. I still want to judge all the contests. I still want to be all the decisions going through me to make sure that New Frontier Craft is exactly how I want it. That just can't be the case anymore. I am pulling New Frontier Craft back because of that. I really need to let the community flourish on its own at this point. It has shown clear abilities of flourishing on its own, but it all is kind of going through me as a filter, and that's slowing things down. And also kind of another demotivating part of it, because I'm doing so much weird background community work with the free time that I do dedicate to New Frontier Craft, that I never really get to developing it anymore. Another reason is, I have very little time these days. I'm planning out my days almost daily now, just to make sure that 1, I get everything done that I want to, and 2, that I don't lose my mind. I'm doing quite well. I'm not overly stressed out. I'm just a really busy guy right now. You already heard this in the last video. And even after I've finished my online class, it has just gotten filled with other responsibilities. I still don't have any time for this. And once I walk into senior year of college, I'm still not going to have any time for this. So for me to stay as a head developer, I'm still holding it back in what I can contribute, because it's so little right now. So what now? Well, we've got one new rule in place for how the new administration will be deciding things on its own. I can be still a part of that voting process, but it was a very good idea, where pretty much everyone agreed upon, yeah, that sounds like a really good process of voting. Hopefully it's decently quick, and really helps it go faster than it is right now, with how I am right now. So things can totally go on without me, even if I completely disappear. But I don't want to completely disappear. That's another thing that's going to happen, is I still want to see New Frontier Craft succeed. I've dumped a lot of my time into this. Since I technically still own most of the rights, and I still have the keys to everything, the YouTube channel, the forums, what I'm going to be now is a foundation. The admins can come by, poke at me, and be like, we want this guy to be an admin on here. We want this guy to start being able to post videos on the channel, and yada yada yada. And I'll be like, sure thing. Even if I disagree, the voting process says we're going to do it. So this will allow New Frontier Craft to basically be not that much different in terms of just the solid foundation of the administration, because I'm still backing all of it, just in terms of having the keys to the rights. I'll never want to backstab anyone with my ownership. I myself am kind of a not copyright type of person. I just want to see it succeed, as all of us do. Maybe at some point in the future, we'll all agree that maybe I should just give it all to someone else. But for now, I am going to be in the background making sure that things stay solid. As much as I want to say, I'll see you on that server, I'm not even sure if I'll be doing that. I just have so little time, and I have very little motivation to play Minecraft. I just need to take a really big step back. I probably will be on the server throughout college. It was actually quite relaxing to just build in my free time, instead of watch YouTube, because it doesn't feel very productive, and it's still kind of me absorbing information just like college. And building on the server, that was fun, no absorbing new information, so I might still keep building onto the Unirail and whatnot. But that might be all you see of me, if that. So if you don't see me, farewell.